Hi everyone, this is Ayman Ibrahim. This is week 20 update and the last interview with Lore. So this is the end of the journey. We started this journey 5 months ago.
Yeah.
How much total weight did you lose?
I've lost 31 pounds, which is almost 19% of my body weight.
Wow. 31 pounds. Like not too long ago, just 7 days ago, we agreed on stop at 30. And, so I'm not sure what to do.
It was just too easy.
So when was the last time you've seen this weight? Your current weight?
About 25 years ago.
25 years
Yeah,
ago.
yeah.
Like I remember when we started this journey 20 weeks ago, and I asked you about your expectations. Like you had very low expectations. Right?
Very low.
Right?
Yes.
So let's pause for a second and see what did you say when I asked you this question 5 months ago. Okay, so Lori, so have you done any previous programs before, any health coaching or diet programs before?
No, I have not. Because I don't believe diets work. But I want to know more about the nutrition and the health part of it, because it's long-term what I'm looking for. Is I want long-term health, nutrition that keeps the weight off and keeps my body running efficiently and effectively.
So your goal is, or you are focusing more on understanding the science behind how to stay healthy, right? And
Yeah.
more than try to lose like a quick fix or a shortcut for losing weight or something like that. Right?
Exactly, because if I know how to feed my body properly and do the proper things for it, then the weight will come off naturally, properly, and for long term.
What would you say if I told you that I'm expecting you will lose maybe 10 pounds in 2 weeks and you will lose another 5 pounds in the second week? What would you say about that?
What would I say? I would say that's a challenge for you.
Okay.
And I challenge you to do it.
Okay, I accept the challenge. So let's wait and see.
Yes.
Yeah, as you said, we are not focusing on how much weight you will lose in X amount of weeks. We are focusing more on learn about the science behind that and how to stay healthy, right?
Yeah.
Losing weight, that will be the end result of changing your lifestyle, right?
Sure, and that
which is
will be
something
nice.
really challenging, right?
Yes.
And this is what
Yes.
we are doing. We are focusing on how to change our lifestyle. In your opinion, like what is the root cause of the overweight issue?
You know what, Ayman? I've been thinking about that, and it sort of was my problem too. It becomes calories in, calories out. If you can't exercise a ton and burn up those calories, then you got to cut your calories, exercise more, and that is just too hard to do long term.
Like, are there any other approaches or any other way that can help in losing weight or like helping us in living healthy life and manage our weights beside the calorie in and the calorie out?
That's what I've learned through this program.
So
Yeah.
if it was that easy, how come too many people don't know about that?
It's not talked about, because even for me, as much as I searched out to see, how to work this, I couldn't find it. I couldn't see it.
Like, did you learn like what we learned in this program? Was it like secret information, or the secret food, or something we don't want to tell anyone about it, or what we learned? All what we learned is accessible for everyone.
Mm-hmm. So that's interesting.
But why people can't? Why if somebody is trying to lose weight, why this person cannot see all the pieces of the puzzle? If it was so easy, is it something because we didn't learn at school about it? Like we don't know, like
it's not talked about. It's just not talked about. And that's the thing, that's why I was so skeptical. And then coming to your program, as we slowly learned these different steps and these different things, and you kept saying the information's out there, and I think I said to you one day, is like, why don't they teach this in schools?
That's
Why don't they teach us how our bodies work like this?
that's correct. Is it one change we have to make in order improve our health, or number of changes?
I think it's a number of things from what we've learned, but they're simple things. They're not that complicated.
Yeah, but does it take some time to rebuild your lifestyle, or this is something you can have or find a shortcut for it?
No, there's never a shortcut. However, I found with this program, to be honest, it worked a lot quicker than what I thought it would work, because I actually didn't think anything would work. But it does take some time to change. Our program here, like, we've been with you 20 weeks, and after about 10 weeks, I've seen a lot of changes in me. But even now, from that 10 weeks to now, I've actually set outside, like I've done a lot more changing in my lifestyle that sort of came really gradual.
Yes.
And now I look back and I think, oh wow, I changed that. Oh, I don't do this anymore. And I'm like, I can't believe it. It was gradual, but
because
easy.
it's a human nature that we don't like to change our lifestyle. This is a fact. It's very hard for any person to step out of his comfort zone and try something, like be willing to try a new approach, right? So that's why, like, during this journey, every single week, especially the first 10 weeks, like we're learning in a very slow speed,
That's
right?
true, yeah.
And we're focusing on, applying what we are learning step by step, right? What would you say? Let's say if from day one, I just gave you all the information you need and ask you to
I would have been out the door. And in fact, Eamon, if you remember, there were a couple things that you had told me how part of the program, what was being done. And I remember saying to you, like, no way, impossible, not happening. I was so doubtful and I couldn't believe it. And now I'm doing those same things and I'm like, I can't imagine living my life not implementing those things that I was shocked about. I can't believe that I'm doing it now.
Yeah. In your opinion, who's a good fit for this program?
You have to be willing and open-minded. Open-minded to try new things. Don't be shocked at certain things. Don't right away put your guard up and say, oh no, that's bad, I don't want to do that, that's not going to work. You can't be like that. You have to be, just try it. You have to be willing to try.
That's correct. And this is the main challenge for people, that they try to fix something without putting any effort to understand the root cause of the issue, or without trying to learn about what is the issue, what's the real issue.
Yeah.
Right. So that's why it's very challenging and frustrating for them. During our journey, did we learn about a specific school of diet or a specific program of diet, or we learned about a number of them?
Yeah, we learned about a number of different ones. Yeah, that was interesting.
But do we need that? Like, couldn't we just focus on one approach for the diet and that's it?
No, and I like how we don't have to, because then it doesn't restrict you and put you in this little box, like you have to do it this way, you have to do it that way. It's very fluid. It's very flexible. Yeah. So even for me, I'm enjoying actually more things and more approaches than I ever have.
So if somebody asked you, like, how did you lose weight? Is it easy to answer this question in a few seconds, or you have to give a small piece of information one at a time?
Yeah.
Because I'm sure a number of people ask you this question: how did you lose weight?
Right.
So how do you usually answer this question?
Well, I kind of tell them two specific things, but you know what, Eamon, that's a hard question actually for me, because I think it's my answer would be, is it easy to, like, how do I lose the weight? Oh, it's simple.
Yes.
But
how?
But we had a program.
Yes.
And with you, this is why I like this program. Even at first, I didn't think it was going to work.
Yes.
But I liked, because it was like week by week, you just gave us a few things to change or add or try or do. And the progression to do that, not only was that not overwhelming, but it was actually fairly simple,
Yes.
not too crazy changes in my lifestyle or whatever. So it was kind of simple, but it's quite profound as to the things that we changed or what I changed in my life. Actually, now that I look back, that's really profound. But at the time, it was such a nice, easy transition.
Exactly.
Yeah, from 1 week to the next,
Yes.
and this change and that change.
Because the main objective of this program is how to change our lifestyle. It's not how to lose weight or how much weight you can lose in X amount of weeks. Right? Because once you change your lifestyle, losing weight, that will be the end result. It doesn't matter if you lose it in a month or a year or
Yeah.
It will be you know how to control your weight, right? Or your lifestyle.
But initially, Eamon, like even for me, like to change my lifestyle, and it's like to think to change, make all these changes. Oh, like I can't be bothered. That's too hard.
Right? Yes.
But that's why again I go back and I look and think, that's why he only this week, and we would ask all these questions. No, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. And I like the steps of the program because it's like information at the proper time.
Yes, exactly.
And then now, like I say again, now that I look back at my lifestyle and I look back at the changes I've made, I'm kind of shocked at how smoothly those changes went. And now I'm doing them thinking nothing of it.
So the steps are easy, but they have to be like
you have to do them.
You have to do them in a specific way.
Seems to be, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
At a specific time, like you cannot. There's no shortcut, and I think this is the biggest challenge, that people try something new and they expect result right away.
Yeah.
So when it doesn't work for them, they just quit.
True, but Eamon, I think about that. I think it only took 10 weeks, and I was losing weight like crazy.
While you are learning.
It was
Right.
And that was. I never would have ever thought within 10 weeks I would have lost what I did at 10.
Right.
Never would have ever thought.
And that's why we
20
constantly were changing your goal. I remember
Yes.
like every few weeks we have to set up a new goal because you constantly exceeding your goal.
Yeah. So really, Eamon, like when you think about it, that's actually quite quick to change. For me, I've never in my lifetime ever lost weight that quickly.
You are one of few clients I had before, who really exceeded my expectation. Like even for you at the beginning when you started this journey, I thought, maybe you lose 10 pounds, maybe 15.
This keeps going.
31. That's really good. And especially that the first 2 weeks, if I remember, you didn't lose any weight.
No, that's right. That's right.
Starting week 3, then you start to see results, and I think that got you motivated to continue.
Yeah, but even the first 2-3 weeks, I knew what you were teaching us sounded right to me. It sounded good. It was good information, and I knew it. And because my sister had sort of dragged me here initially, I keep going, right? And I'm so glad I did. I'm so glad I stuck with it because the first 2 weeks, obviously, my body was just getting used to some few changes and adjustment, and but that's nothing in a lifetime of me trying to lose weight.
Yes.
What is 3 weeks?
Yes, that's right.
No big deal.
It's not possible to predict the future or know exactly how much you will lose in X amount of weeks, right?
Yeah.
This is just a goal. We were trying our best to set up a goal and be motivated and to reach our goal, right?
Yeah.
But no one has 100% control over his body, and that's why it's challenging when it comes to losing weight, right?
Yeah.
The biggest challenge, not only the losing weight, is to change the mindset of someone. This is the really challenge. So in your opinion, when I asked you about who's a good fit, you said open-minded person. What other characteristics or of a person with a good fit besides being open-minded?
Be willing to do the homework, because you gave us homework, which was actually kind of easy because it was just watching videos.
Yeah, just watching.
Just be willing to do that.
So it takes time.
Yeah.
Be willing to do this extra work.
Yeah, take the time to do that. But really, it's still not a lot of work, and it's easy to sit and watch a video.
Can you describe what you've learned so far over the last 5 months in one or a few words?
What I've learned. The word that comes to my mind is relief. I actually feel after all these years of my life of controlling my weight, and then I lost control of my weight, I feel so relieved that I've found the key on how to do it quite simply, quite easily, not complicated. I feel relief. I feel absolute freedom and relief that I found a key, and this is gonna last for the rest of my life.
That's really good, because I remember when we first met, like, you thought you are eating good. Oh, actually, you were eating good to
Yeah.
a degree, right?
Yep, to a
Right.
degree. Mhm.
Right.
But this is different. The way you've structured it and the things we've learned from this program, because before I was fighting more against my body.
Yes.
And that's why I'm so relieved now to learn how my body was really working. So now what I am gonna do, the effort I put into eating and feeding and fueling my body, the effort I do, I see results. And so I feel really relieved that it's like, okay, it's working now.
Very good. Excellent. So, thank you so much for attending my program, Lori. For the really pleasure working with you over the last 5 months. Anything else you'd like to say at the end?
You know, I said, I think in one of my interviews, I said it's like a miracle. But then I got to thinking about that afterwards, because that's just how it feels to me. It's just like, I can't believe this has worked for me so easily and so effectively. But it's not a miracle, it's a formula.
Yes.
And I love the science of the formula that you've kind of figured out, that the information was out there and you figured it all out, put it all together in a nice little package and have presented it to us. I am so unbelievably grateful.
It's a system,
that.
like it's a formula, right?
It's
That's
a
why
formula.
when I tell somebody it's so easy to improve your health, like they think it's a rocket science. It's very challenging, right?
But it's a formula that we've never kind of been taught before.
Correct.
And you figured it out, you've lived it, and you put it together in this really nice little package, and now it's presented to us. And I'm so unbelievably grateful that you've done that work and done all that, your research, to pass it on to the rest of us. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. So thank you so much, Lore. I'm sure you'll be doing good in the future. Maybe we'll meet again sometime in the future. I don't know.
Yes, I hope
Okay,
so.
very good. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yes.